Welcome to our Devos, where we have been talking about how to handle big problems. We all have to deal with big problems. And in Daniel chapter 2, he is given an option. His option is to figure out, or some of the wise men that he serves with, figure out what the interpretation of the king's dream is, or figure out what kind of funeral cake you want at your graveside, because he was going down. So today, I want to give you the right and proper order of how to handle big problems when they come into your life. And here it is. Ready? Ask for prayer and then wisdom in that order. When it comes to people around you, God has put people around you. God has given you people that are smarter than you, people that are further ahead than you. There's people that I'm blessed that God has put in my life that have helped me and really mentored me and ministered to me. Pastor Mike is chief among them, obviously. But a lot of times when I'm on a text thread with the pastors, instead of asking for wisdom, I want to ask for prayer first. Hey guys, can you pray for me for this? Pastor Jason knows, Pastor Ron, they've gotten these texts. Can you just pray about this? I have this thing going on, I'm not sure what to do, and I'm asking for prayer about this. What we tend to do is we will go to those people, instead of asking for prayer from those godly people, we just want their wisdom. Okay, tell me how to solve this. Tell me how to get to the bottom of this. Just tell me what to do. Now, I'm not saying that's inappropriate. I think it's completely appropriate. However, God wants us to approach Him. And so here's what happens with Daniel. Daniel gets the king's guard to stop, and he goes, look, just give me an appointment with the king. I'll straighten this all out. And the guy says, okay, if you want to take a crack at this, but you know what? If that dream isn't properly interpreted, and if you don't know what you're talking about, you're dead meat. And Daniel's like, I don't even eat meat, so joke's on you. And then he's like, I got to figure out how I'm going to interpret this dream, because he has no idea. So what does he do? He goes to the best dream people that are on his team, and the dream interpreters know. He doesn't tell them how to ask them how to interpret it. He asks them for prayer. This is what he says. Daniel chapter 2, verse 17 through 19. It says, Then Daniel went to his house, made the matter known to his companions, and told them to seek mercy from God of heaven concerning this mystery. This would be me, if I was Daniel, I'd be like, everybody open your browser and Google everything about crazy king's dreams. He doesn't do that. He says, okay, guys, this is a big night because tomorrow I'm going before the king. Please go to God and pray that He will give me wisdom, because this is it. This is our opportunity. And so Daniel and his companions might not be destroyed with the rest of the men in Babylon. Then the mystery was revealed to Daniel, look at this, in a vision in the night. Then Daniel blessed the God of heaven. So they go for prayer. They don't talk about okay, here's what you're going to say this to the king first, and you're going to look at this part of the dream and try to see if you can kind of get him to tell you what the dream is, and then we can kind of give you cue cards. No. They all go in prayer, and then God provides the answer. The formula would be seek God first, wisdom second. Prayer first, wisdom second. In this order, I would go, you pray to God first, then you go to other people, ask them to pray for you, and then you ask wisdom on that situation. And this is what Daniel does. And then God gives him the interpretation, and we know how that story went if you saw it in church. If you didn't, you could go back and watch the sermon. But this was a big deal, because now Daniel goes from being on the chopping block to being executed to now he's elevated. Just like that. All why? Because he took that big problem, and God used that as an opportunity for a greater promotion. Some of you, you're misinterpreting your problems. Your problem might be the key to unlocking your next level of spiritual connection to God. That problem right now, if you overcome it, you're going to become unstoppable. Right now, that problem, if you can get your mind around that problem, if you can just overcome this last financial hurdle, you might be debt-free for the rest of your life. If you can figure out how to break through this one conflict with this child, you might enjoy a happy connection with them for the rest of your days. I don't know what it is for you. I just know that you have to pray to God first, go to the throne first, then go to your godly friends and ask them to pray second, and then ask for wisdom. God wants to solve your problems. God wants to meet your needs. God wants to see you thrive in Babylon. But you have to be connected to Him in order to do so.